Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fossil Fighters Frontier. Last time, we made it here to the Europe branch of the fossil parks, and let's get exploring the rest of what we gotta go do. Again, hint system, for as issues as I have with this game, the hint system at least is good, but granted that's the thing that the original game had. Yodel Hills, that's right. What is that about the missionary 4000? Yodel Hills, you might also want to take some missions. Okay, no. Okay, so I'm assuming that like missionary 4000 thing is probably, it's gonna be, oh yeah, you want to check this thing out every now and again. New bone bug parts, everything is good. Yodel Hills. I love the name, but also it's kind of an, oh yeah, right, we have to, honestly, I think I'm just gonna bring Leon. Because Leon just amuses me. I like Leon. His character is probably my favorite of them, so far at least. But yeah, let's get going. Yodel Hills. I mean, for as issues as this game has, we have the new engine, a lot of speedy rogue visitors in Europe, talk about some zippy little fellas. Anyone watch out, it could be you done cruising around Yodel Hills, back to the leader's office. Honestly, I think what I'm probably gonna do is maybe dig up 1 or 2 fossils, and then we're gonna head back to the the place and go just do that. Because we've been kind of getting bogged down a bit by digging up fossils. And I would like to maybe move the story along, because I can always just dig up fossils off screen. I'm slowly getting better about not saying on stream anymore, because it's screen and stream are very similar words, and I'm just very used to saying, you know, on stream with how much streaming we've been doing lately. Even though it still amuses me that, yeah, I intentionally had a lot of reservations about streaming, even though streaming is basically the entire reason the channel's actually gotten any bigger. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, the growth from like the recorded series hasn't really been that great compared to the streaming stuff, which is why I'm hoping that, you know, this does reach out to new people and everything like that. Iguanodon. Oh yeah, I remember the Spike Thumb one. Revival commencing. Thank you. But yeah, I do like how they have a sort of a, not necessarily like scaling levels, but that it does take a bit less of a ranked, a little less of a rating to actually get rank 2, so you don't need to get a perfect on it. I think that there are definitely some issues with that system, but I think a net benefit. We'll just fight the Iguanodon. So again, they swapped fire and earth. Yeah, they swapped earth and they swapped air's placements on the typing, on the element chart. So fire should be highly effective against air, which to a degree I think does make sense. But I don't like how I am still the slowest member of our team, it seems, for some reason. Like, that is the only issue I really have, is, as I mentioned last time, it does feel like I am watching nothing but an extended cutscene where I can't really do anything, you know, until, of course, you know, my turn comes up. And, you know, we're going through all of this, again, about a minute or so between every single time that I'm able to do anything, and I'm just waiting for these cutscenes to end. I don't know if this is something I'm just doing wrong, maybe I'm just not high enough level, and because of that they're outspeeding me, or I'm just like using very low speed Vivisors normally. I don't really know which case it is, but whichever it is, I hope to figure it out at some point soon. But yeah, this will be the last one we dig up, and we'll head back to a base, and for this right, is this a jewel rock? Yes, this is a jewel rock. This is a ruby. Not sapphires, nor emeralds, or diamonds or pearls, but it is a ruby. Fun fact for those who don't know, I actually almost wrote a whole research thesis on not emeralds, rubies for college. Ended up not doing it just because, the whole COVID lockdown scenario happened and couldn't do any research for it. But yeah, it was basically how similar rubies and sapphires actually are, that they are, I believe it is 99.9% by mass, the same exact thing. It's just a tiny little fraction of it is the impurities that give it their color. So yes, which is kind of weird. Because one thing that I've always mentioned is that Pokemon games are generally 99% the same, minus, 2 or so battles. And the only games that are actually quite significantly different outside of Black and White is Ruby and Sapphire, despite the fact that what Rubies and Sapphires are fundamentally, are actually quite identical things. So it's just a fun little detail that I as a geology person, I just find amusing. So now we gotta go back here. Right, the leader's office. You gotta go back to the leader's office. Let's go back into the elevator. Like the scenery, well then my explanation of the park. I want to be interrupted, but I just gotta report that the Speed Fiends have showed up again. Metal name. I love it, the Speed Fiends. Cruise around the park with their bone buggies like it's their place. They're driving terribly unsafe speeds. Indeed, it makes them might be able to do something about it. You have to throw a new ward into the fire like that. Well, everyone's busy, and I am too busy and stuff. I like this guy Drake already. I like it. We will not be working together on this one. I'm also a little swamped. Leave things in your capable hands. Sure, we got it. Let's go fight some Speed Fiends. Being found in Yodel Hills. I'm counting on ya. Yes, again, we have to go back to these dig sites regardless. So I feel it's a bit non-pointing to, just do about an hour or so of just digging stuff there when we have to go back there anyway. So yeah. Let's continue on. Again, I think we're just gonna go with Nibbles. Like, I really feel like there is almost no reason for us to not be using Nibbles for a very large point of the story. Purely down to it just has the best stats by far. And I feel a large part of that is I haven't gone around and maybe upgraded my tools, haven't upgraded my sonar to find more fossils, or just haven't gone around looking for fossils in general. Information, the Speed Fiends goes all kinds of trouble around here. I guess you want to do that part. Talk about it all. Sorry. Anyways, apparently led by a mysterious thing called Big Mama. Good luck. So is there going to be multiple factions of numbskulls that are being annoying in this game? Or is it going to be, all plot twists? They all are actually the same faction of people. It's just they're all separate branches of their faction stuff. Also, so jewel rocks are probably always going to be in the same locations, just based on the fact that I just saw another little blip of a fossil over there on the side. And high speed super jump! Take a little faith. Also, I actually did get that one. I was... avoid the iguana, avoid the spike thumbs. Avoid... No, we gotta fight it anyway. Actually, no. Oh, we don't have to fight it. Okay. I was gonna say, do we have to fight the spike thumbs? I guess we do not have to fight the spike thumbs. We didn't get the speed boost. That is a Hipsy? Yeah, it's a Hipsy. But we're gonna fight the Hipsy anyway. Do we have any water Vivisaurs that we can use to fight this thing? Right, we have Lafus, Dimetrodon. Wait. Oh, right, we have two different Dimetrodon. Their colors look the exact same. There's... Wait. They're the exact same. That's weird. Okay, all of them are the exact same. Okay, honestly, at this point, again, we just go with Nibbles. We just go with Nibbles. There's really no need to not go with Nibbles. Again, we always last. We always just go last. So auto battle. I mean, auto battle, I assume, is going to do really nothing for us just because we already are basically auto battling because the game is already automated for the most part. So let's just see how this auto actually applies. Okay, so I can't use my, my moves. I mean, I can't use my, my stim shot thingies. Wow, we just completely botched that up. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so this was bad. This is a mistake. I kind of would have expected if you automated it to auto, it would maybe speed things up. But I guess it's not. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. Again, live and learn with this game. Live and learn. Confusion, eh? So I guess Leon's a little bit of a Canadian, I guess. So yeah, air is good against water. Air is good against earth, right? FP plus activation. Snapping up. Yeah, again, it's basically watching an extended cutscene. It is like watching an extended cutscene. Okay, well, he can't do anything. So we're just waiting. Waiting, and waiting just a little more, just for everything to go by. What? Oh, boy. Well, now this is just full-on cutscene because I just died. I'll meet you guys at the end of this. There we go. Finally, we won again. Game has some issues in the fact that everything feels just like an extended cutscene, but we got a good amount of points for that. So we did get a rank up on Nibbles. Oh yeah, so these chuckleheads also get a rank up. Well, everyone got a rank up. Nice. But yeah, the amount of points it does take to get the next rank is increasing as time is going on. So it does make sense. It does make sense that just stick pretty much with the same group and you will have a significantly easier time. Okay, so I'm thinking the color of the rock, if it's a little darker, that means that the rock is a little more sturdy, I guess. We're slowly figuring things out with this game. Like, I don't dislike everything about this game's mechanics. There are definitely some things I think are good, and some things I just think are not good. I don't like the battle system right now. Hopefully it gets better. Granted, I guess one thing I could also do is simply just not bring Paleo Pals with me when it comes to battling. But at the same time, I feel like if I get into battle, then I will kind of be completely screwed if I go in solo. So that's an issue. Yeah, hip C right there. Yeah, that's the only real thing I can think of that would be a problem is if I just do end up going solo, that I would probably get ganged up on by multiple Vivisaurs, and then in the end just get absolutely annihilated. Because as we can see, I don't really play well with this game. Because like, again, it's a difference in mechanics. Is a massive mechanical differences compared to what I'm used to. And one thing that we are very well aware of is I'm good at playing games I'm familiar with, as in like familiar with mechanically speaking. Getting used to unfamiliar stuff I don't do as well in. Granted, you know, my track record with the Metroid games kind of feels a bit the contrary. I did pick up those games quite quickly. Granted, those were significantly more simple games. Ooh, what the freak is that? Ooh, Sukamaimas. Could I get a Sukamaimas? Oh, crap. Okay, you know what? This is just a Jewel Rock. You know what? That's a Jewel Rock. I'm okay with missing it. Last time we had something like this. We found a Tarbosaurus fossil. So could I acquire myself a Sukamaimas? Honestly, I want to bring Tarbo. I haven't used Tarbo yet, and I kind of want to. Purely down to I think it could be fun. Yeah, it looks like we always go last. Again, I think it could be down to our just naturally low speed, because we just seems like we're under-leveling everything. Because look, we have 60 HP compared to these guys, which have like 73 and 73 respectively. So I think it definitely is down to our rank is just lower than them. Suko. I do like how Suchomimus does look like a crocodile here, because it does mean like a crocodile jaw, or like a... It's something related to looking like a crocodile. I do have Tail Bash now. Fine. This is gonna... Oh, yes. Oh, no kill, quite like overkill. I'm liking Tarbo. I am loving this Tarbosaurus. Turbo Tarbo. Turbo Tarbo. There, okay, there's the one. So we lost the Jewel Rock. I'm hoping this is a Suchomimus fossil. Oh. Thanks, game. That's pretty crappy. They didn't get rid of this mechanic. I will say, I don't dislike the dropping fossil mechanic, because it gets you good, like, side rewards in the other games, but those were side quests. This, I am unsure of what this will do, because it doesn't really, I mean, I think there are probably side quests in this game, because, like, there's side quests generally in a lot of games, but there we go. Let's see, let's see what these actually net me. Again, a pretty crappy state of affairs. And all kinds of jokes like that. Dropping fossil. What is it? Does it go into our inventory or something? Dropping fossil forge, cannot revive Vivisaur and cannot be sold for money. Okay, so it literally does nothing then. So it literally does absolutely nothing. Good to know, game. Good to know. So they're just trolls in this game now. This is the spot. Grrr. Speed fiends are up ahead. I predict a puzzle battle is imminent. Are you ready for action? I am not. So, and that is also just because we are getting close to the end of the video, and I will see you guys next time when we continue on Fossil Fighters Frontier and face the Speed Fiends in combat. There's 4 shots. See you guys next time. Let's rock and roll.